May as well.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Welcome back to Fun, Fresh and Footy, the podcast with terrible tips, great yarns, and absolutely zero editing. Before we start, Peter and I just had the same...
We both wrote notes for today's podcast, even though I don't normally write notes, but here we are. And both of us wrote like entirely wrong dates.
Yeah.
I wrote that it was the 15th of December 2021.
And I wrote the 15th of the 7th, 2018. So that's a great start to the thing. I'm going to start by...
I think we should just like preface it and say that that's probably the quality of like
what this
yarns is going to be as well, because
what this podcast will be today.
It's been a long day, long week, you know.
Reach out, Barocca. Do you want a Barocca?
Yeah, I'll have one.
All right, well, while that's happening...
All I do
As we said, zero
Welcome
editing.
to Fun, Fresh and Footy with Pete Nash. Oh my god. All right, well, that's bedsheet number one. So hopefully we've got that out of the way.
Yes.
Welcome back. So it is officially the 15th of the 7th,
2021.
2021. I feel like this is really, I'm either really high or really low. I don't know. For our YouTube viewers, you will see that the studio has been fun and freshed up again.
Yes.
So we keep it fun and fresh. You never know where we're going to pop
We just
up.
love changing locations. That's the thing.
Yeah,
But this one's got a bit of scenery in the background, bit of like
shrubs,
shrubbery,
foliage.
foliage.
That's the word
I was thinking.
That's the word we're looking for.
Sign is up there, not just resting on a few stools. It's like
that's been like engineered into the wall. So that's a bonus. Look, we've got plenty to talk about.
we do.
We've got oodles to talk about. So let's jump in. Before we start, as I mentioned, obviously if you're watching on YouTube and you can see that there is foliage and an engineered sign, please subscribe. We're getting a few more subscribers, which is mad. I know we bang on every single... God, I hope those birds aren't in the background.
It's all right. It goes with the foliage at the back.
Goes with the nature theme we're going for today.
Fun, fresh and forest.
I swear to God, we're not drunk. I bang on every week about following us on YouTube, following our page. Like, we're just trying to... Yeah, we want you to grow. We want to grow. And...
The waterfall in the pool has started now, so we really are going for a like nature theme.
It sounds like someone's taking a piss.
Anyway, subscribe, follow our Instagram, get on there, interact with our stuff.
Yeah, share our shit, because the more you share it, then other people will notice us and then they'll follow us, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to get at. So we want to try and get out there. So the more you share our stuff and follow us and interact with the page, we're going to grow, because off the back of that, we do have some exciting news coming in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
Which we can't wait.
Which comes off the back of us being shared and
yeah, exactly. So keep sharing, and thank you so much to everyone that does share. Also, we are still dry Julying.
Yes.
Hence why we're baroccering. I swear to God, we're not drunk. We're just delusional.
Yes.
Today.
It's just been long days.
And I really, really hope you can't hear that fucking waterfall.
It'll be fine. But yes, dry July. We are 15 days through 2 years ago. No. According to my dates, we did that 5 months ago or something. But anyway, no, it's going quite well.
We're both off the piss still.
We haven't. Yeah, I think we've done well.
We've done extremely well, and we've smashed our target. But that doesn't mean that you still shouldn't jump on and donate. It goes to a great cause, a great foundation that helps people affected by cancer. And I'm sure every single one of our listeners have had at least one family member or themselves or whatever has been affected by cancer. It's a fucking see you next Tuesday of a disease. So yeah, it's all the money that we're raising is going towards a good cause. So yes, jump on that. Should we touch on our weeks?
Sure. How's your week been?
I've had the most terrible week of my life.
Yeah, not a bit of a week of doom for you.
It is a week of doom, but I'm rolling on. That's what I wrote, week of doom, but rolling on. that's fine. I mean, we could be rugby league and be all being sent to Queensland, but
Yeah.
to be honest, I wouldn't mind being sent to Queensland.
I wouldn't mind a little trip away.
I'd love a trip to the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
I've started placement. This is only my second day. I was meant to start a day earlier, but everything kind of got delayed, which is a bit stressful because we had to kind of get a lot of things sorted and all that jazz, which is a bit of
Your
a pain.
placement sounded like the start of this podcast, a bit of a bad
Yeah,
shit.
it's been a shambles. And then like yesterday, I didn't do anything, which was actually, though, we can thank placement for me having like lots of notes this week because I did have nothing on at placement today, so I did write plenty of
Well,
notes.
Shout out to placement then.
But everyone at placement's super nice, which is good. But I was like it was funny, I was like writing my notes and one of the girls was like partnering up with me for this client was like, oh, is that related to the case? And I was like, oh, no. And she's like, why? What are you writing? And I was like, oh, something else.
Nothing important.
And then I was like, oh, like I have a podcast. And she's like, oh, really? And I was like, I
Did you
don't
make
think
a
you would like it.
Oh, you didn't force her to follow it?
Nah, I don't think it would be like I think she thought it was going to be like something academic, and I was like, oh, it's a bit of a laugh. Like I was like, might not be up your
Actually,
alley.
shout out to my little cousin, Izzy. She is studying like criminology or something and has some type of like crime podcast that
Oh my
does like
goodness.
really well with you on, and I'm like, fun, fresh, and foliage.
yeah. Yep. I was like, anyway, that's about it. Other than that, I'm just like looking greasy as hell today because I didn't. Once we got home from Origin last night, we did go and watch Origin with our mates last night.
Well,
which
that was the next thing I was going to talk about was like State of Origin. We linked up after footy.
Holmes made us some burgers, which was nice.
We trained to have rugby union fame, and then got in the car, made the trip out to Cameron Park, and had some burgers.
Yep, watched the footy, and that was good. But then by the time I got home, I just got into bed, and I was going to get up and take Frankie for a walk, but I didn't.
Well, same. I was meant to get up early, and I woke up at 8:30, and I was like, oh fuck.
Now, to be honest, like when I went to bed, I like had admitted to myself I wasn't going to be getting up for a walk beforehand.
Well,
but then
same here. I never pre-planned. Like I was like, yeah, I'll walk the dogs in the morning, but then I never pre-planned like an alarm.
that's like you've sort of got to pre-plan when it's like that early. But then I was like, I'll just get up. But then I'll probably, in my previous plan, like if you're thinking back plans, I probably had it planned to like wash my hair after the dog walk. And then, like, when I got up in the morning without walking, I was like, I'm not having a shower.
That's
I'm
why
not doing
you should
anything.
have just showered at Brit's last night and washed your hair there and used all of her products like I did.
Well, you did come out smelling very fresh, so maybe I should
I
have.
used every product in Brittany Sager's bathroom, so thank you for that, Britt. I really appreciate that. Should we quickly touch on State of Origin? So the series is wound up now. There was a few of us there last night watching it, yipping and yahooing.
Yeah. It was, like, good in the fact that it was at least a close game again. Because, like, that's what Origin is sort of meant to be like.
I saw the best, thing on Instagram, and it was, like, the beef between Latrell and Gagai, and it's, like, it's the Origin arena, brah. Like, if you're not wearing blue, I don't respect you, so I don't care if you play... Like, we play park footy together or whatever. Yeah. Like, fuck, I hate your guts. And I was like, yes, we were, like, full up Latrell's ass like there was no tomorrow. Like,
100%.
we were firecrackers up his bum.
Like, honestly, and we'll probably touch on it, I thought he was, like, robbed of man of the series.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Like, Tommy Turbo had a great series, but I think Latrell was literally, like, he could have very well gotten man of the match every
That's what I mean.
single
he's
game.
And it's like he's such an exciting player too.
I know.
Like, not that Turbo isn't. I thought he was a bit quiet last night.
I also did. And he was like...
I feel like I could have...
Like, Trell had that mad try as well as, like, that intercept that kind of saved... saved us down, like, down on our line. So I thought he was more exciting. And he just was like...
I don't even know what
Yes, he missed the kick. And maybe that's why he didn't get it. But, like...
That was a fucking big kick.
It was a big kick.
And it was going to go in. It was just, short? 5 metres
It was
short.
very straight. It was very, like, on target.
Yeah,
it was just like...
black dot.
Lacked a little bit of, like...
And then, it just needed a bit more oomph or some wind or... Yeah. Maybe if we'd blown a bit harder up his ass.
Yeah, maybe.
That might have worked. Oh, sorry, but I feel like that kick was let down due to Brooke Walklake because she did not shut up about him last night.
Blew too much steam, you think?
Yeah. if she wasn't bad,
I was on the bandwagon too, but
if she wasn't bad mouthing Mitch Moses, she was blowing wind up the troll's ass. So
anyway, a few notable things. I've wrote that Ben Hunt scored 2 tries, which is
look,
like
he was good.
He
I'll say he
was.
was probably their best player. It kind of pisses me off that like Ponga played like one game and everyone's just like, oh my god, KP. Like sorry if you're listening, Connor, Kaylin, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm sure you are.
obviously.
Yeah, I just thought that was like a little bit annoying.
Like he literally, like, you know, and look, he did help, of course. Like he played well and whatever, but it's like he came in.
But he's
in the last game when we had both our halves out. Like you weren't the, you weren't the difference. Our players missing was the difference, not him in.
So just compare this. So James Tedesco ran for 230 metres and he ran for 181 metres.
Yeah, so Teddy's like outclassed him.
100%. Like you've come in for one game, shut up. Just like shut up, no one cares.
Literally.
Like we'd already won it. We didn't like, what was the point of even playing?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Look, I know, I'm being salty as now, but to be honest, it probably was a much better game to watch because Queensland were more at full strength. However...
But New South Wales was not.
But if Cleary was there, and Jerome, sorry, I should say, it's like...
It wouldn't have been
good night.
Yeah, exactly.
Munster also pissed me off a lot last night too.
Yeah, I think the more and more I get to know him on a personal level, I just
loved where that was going.
No, I don't know him at all, actually. The more and more I see of him, like, the less I like him. Like, he just seems like a cranky little kid. Like, I was saying last night, like, he just seems like one of those people that, like, never got in trouble for throwing tantrums when they were little and, like, now is just, like, a fully grown adult that still throws tantrums.
Yeah, he was pissing me off.
Yeah.
Him and Gagai. Can't stand Gagai, but anyway.
I will say, like, I felt like Gagai finally switched to Origin mode, though. Like, he was actually playing okay. Or he missed that one tackle. That one on Trell where he scored.
Yeah, good. The Trell's try was actually really good. I tell you what I remember. Jack Whiten's try was really good as well. I thought that was good, even though we didn't rate him at all last week. So sorry about that, Jackie boy. Our condolences. But anyway, we won.
And also, Appy's try on debut was pretty sick.
Appy actually played well.
Where's the clappy button?
Oh, fuck. That's up very loud.
Claps for Appy.
What's the clap? Yellow happy. I'm just trying to remember that for the future.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations. I was surprised that my old man hadn't messaged me to be like, yeah, Appy scored, because he's just like the biggest Panthers, like, diehard.
Yeah, but I thought that was nice of him. What else did I think about it? New South Wales was like very much like one off the ruck, like they were hard, like they weren't spreading it running up, and I think that comes from not having like Jerome and Cleary there, and also Yo wasn't playing that ball player role that he normally does without those two there.
Yeah. We did say that. We said, as everyone else says, that Moses does run sideways.
He was running everyone out of room.
Yep, he ran everyone out of room. But he also did put a fucking good kick in.
Yeah, he had a few good kicks.
Who got that try?
That's the Appy one.
Oh, that was the Appy one. Oh, that was sick, actually, now. It's all coming back to me. And he just, like, rolls off Gagai
No, he did have a few good kicks, but there was just, like, a few times you would notice, like, when they would go to an edge to a winger, like, the winger would be getting the ball and they were literally, like, no room. Like, the centre and the wing were, like, right on top of each other, and I feel like that comes from him just, like, skipping across the field.
Because we said that. We're like, why isn't, like, Trell and Turbo, like, doing that thing where they
got, like, no space.
And it's like, oh, yeah, because Moses is, like, literally cut everyone in half. But he did get a good penalty because someone, like, chopped him around the, like, jaw. So we were like,
that helped.
We were like, fuck yeah, Moses, thanks. Good one. But anyway, so basically the shield stays with us for 12 months.
Yep.
So
well, they didn't even get to keep it for 12 months.
Yeah, so fuck you, Queensland. Congratulations to the Blues. Like, we did have a very gun game 1 and game 2 side.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, out of this world. I don't give a shit that Queensland didn't have their full strength squad. But yeah, we won. So unfortunately, no, it wasn't the clean sweep that we wanted. It fucked all our multis, all our Penthouse Club stuff.
I love that, like, even though obviously and we'll be like, yeah, we'll sweep them. But, like, obviously once our halves were out, I had a feeling that Queensland could get up.
Same.
But I love that, like, all the Queensland, like, diehards that are, like, celebrating, like, not getting swept.
Yeah.
Like, as if they've won the series.
You just didn't, but.
And I'm like, well,
where
is it really, like just not getting swept? Is that something to, like, celebrate about?
Where you reality checked. So, sorry, guys. No. Tough titties, we won. And, yeah, so better luck next year.
Yeah.
All right. So that's State of Origin. So that's like rep for a while.
Yeah, which is, like, nice. Well, I don't know. When does Australia play? Like, never.
I don't know. COVID's so fucked up at the moment. That's what I was going to say. I tried to, like, Google where, and I can't even remember how many teams. I'm pretty sure it's majority of all
It's
of
like
them.
everyone
Yeah, it's everyone bar the 3
that already are in Queensland.
So you can do that maths at home. So they've all been sent. I was going to try and find out where everyone was situated.
Yeah, there's like a couple on the Gold Coast, couple like Brisbane and some Sunshine Coast.
I think where Chookies are at Sunshine Coast.
Yep.
That's all I care about. Yeah, that's all I care about.
Sunshine Coast, lovely spot.
Absolutely.
Much nicer than Gold Coast or Brisbane.
And you'd be like too tempted to... Well, actually, I take that back. They're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, but they'd be in a nice resort somewhere.
Actually, who made the comment? Was it you or did I hear it on Bloke in a Bar that they were getting the dancer back for the...
Oh, I think Brooke was saying that last night, saying that they were going to go get the dancer back. I'm not sure.
Oh, fuck, that's right. I wrote a whole heap of notes on my phone, but I can't get to my phone. Because there was a couple of notable mentions that we wanted to obviously talk about before we went into the review of last round. Obviously, Jai Arrow, he didn't play last night. Fuck, this has been a shitty old... dribble.
Look, it's been a bit of a mess, but that's all right.
Don't worry, we could use those Queensland brooms to sweep up this mess right now.
Essentially, yeah, Jairo didn't play because he was, had a dancer back at his room in Origin camp. A lot of, like, speculation around that, saying that it was obviously not just Jai, unlikely to be
or
just
a
him.
dancer.
Or just a dancer.
I love how Brooke's like, so, like, a dancer? Or, like... Or
like one from an Eisteddfod, or... I know.
That was so funny.
Anyway, yeah. No, we
So he missed Origin. He actually took the rap for that. So who knows who else was getting private dances or whatever needed to be tapped to sleep. The other notable mention was Ash Barty taking out. Was it Wimbledon?
Wimbledon, yes.
Sorry, I'm brain fog central. So
which is like so.
Which is
good.
Mad. That's
like
absolutely
that's so
mad.
exciting, and she gets like fucking $21 million prize money or something.
That's mad too. Like, I wish I was good at tennis, but
Same.
I think we've spoke previously on this podcast about how I'm pretty shit at wall ball. So I don't think on the
I think tennis is a touch harder too. So
at a Grand Slam level, I'd probably I need to stick to park footy.
But yeah, no, congrats to her, and she just seems like such a good chick.
There was one other thing that I had written down, and I won't know until I get my phone back off the thing, but I can't remember what it is. So,
will we go into the review then?
Review. We can, let's review. So we will review the bye round. So I actually didn't write anything.
I'll talk us through it. We've got Manly versus Raiders. It was the first game, and the Raiders beat Manly 30-16, which
fucked our tips.
Literally fucked the Raiders. I'm so off this team.
Yeah, that was annoying as they played heaps better than expected.
They literally just decide when to turn up.
Did they not even have they wouldn't have had...
They didn't have Papali'i or Whiten. But and I mean, Manly didn't have Turbo or DCE, and they've got Schuster out and someone else. I don't know. Anyway, but still,
they just decided to turn up.
Manly still played okay. It was just
they decided to turn up when
Raiders just decided to turn up. But then, although it was funny that Xavier Savage made his debut.
Official debut.
Yeah, official debut.
Yep.
And I saw this post about him, and it was the reverse meter eater. Because every time he got tackled, he just got driven back. And I was like, oh, poor kid, but so true.
I definitely don't. Look, I'm looking back at this and I'm like, I don't remember watching any of these games. Eh?
Actually, no. The one thing I have written down here that I did enjoy about this game was the fact that you took Manly to win by like 30, which like cemented my spot above you in the ladder because that was well off. I only had him to win by like 6.
Yeah, actually, that's right. That's right. When we do get to the Chix leaderboard, that is a fucking mess.
That margin really cooked you.
Yeah, that was stupid, but I've made lots of stupid choices, so there we go. So I think I am coming third last officially now. All right, so Friday night we had the Bunnies versus the Cowboys and absolutely fucking whooped them into the ground.
And that's without Trell, Murray, Gagai, Cook.
So that one actually was played at Newcastle.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking hell.
Yep.
Alex Johnson.
Yeah.
And their fullback as well.
Taff.
No, what's the other dude's name? Miles.
No, Tane Milne. Oh,
yeah, sorry,
he's the winger.
Yeah, that's the fullback.
Which I actually would like to talk about.
Yeah, we had him in our penthouse, I'm pretty sure.
Was brilliant.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
I really liked him. He was literally like, every time he got the ball, he was like running it up so hard.
Yeah, I actually do remember watching this game now. And what I was going to say was the scary thing was that the Cowboys got off to a like good, quick, well not quick, but quicker start than the Rabbits, and which was concerning. But then they pulled their finger out, and it was like the halftime rev that they needed. Yeah,
but like they literally didn't have their stars, and they still smashed it. So good on them.
And kudos to Tom Burgess for nailing the surfing post-try celebration that Reynolds fucked up. Reynolds
got the try celebration right.
He just didn't get the try.
But
Burgess actually managed to get all the puzzle pieces together, and I was like, yeah, that's right. That's it, big boy. I'm pretty sure I heard, I don't know whether it's him or his brother is going to St. George next year.
His brother's retired.
No, well, I'm sure George.
There's like 4 of them actually, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure George is playing in the Super League at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually don't know. So you have to figure that one out.
We'll work that out.
I can always look it up later, but
right,
it's St. George anyway. So who cares?
Okay, so we've got the Dogs versus the Roosters next. Roosters got up 22-16. Okay. I watched this one at the Seven Seas.
Oh my God, how did I forget?
You were at home?
I was at home sick. I had a COVID test.
Oh yeah, you didn't even tell the people about this.
I had a COVID test. Yes, sorry guys, I fucking had to leave.
I don't know what could have gone on that would have made you forget that that's happened.
I literally...
It's almost like you've had a big week.
I literally... fucking went home from work like sick on Friday, and I had to go and get a COVID test.
Results came back very quickly though, which was nice.
They came back within 24 hours, which was cool.
My mum got some like the next day, and hers came back within 8 hours.
Holy doolies. Well, I'm glad they came back in the time that they did, because it gave me like the full Saturday off to recover, because I was like, I'm not going into work like this, because I actually felt... So I was sick on the Friday, and I left with enough time to get to Adamstown to go to the drive-through one there. But no, everything was chained up. I'm like, you motherfuckers are liars. And I don't appreciate that, as I'm like blowing my nose and coughing and just like...
Where'd you end up going?
So I rang the John Hunter, and thank God... Well, first of all, they're like, oh, nah, the COVID thing shut at 4. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what happens to someone who has COVID past 4 o'clock? Like, how do they get tested? And then they're like, oh, wait. Like, within like 2 seconds, they're like, oh, wait, no, just kidding, basically. No, they're open till 8. I said, beauty, I'll be there in like 8 minutes. Yeah. And went and got it done. It was like it was a weird experience.
It's definitely like, people complain about it and like, it's not that bad.
It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
Mum was saying like, there's people at like, there's like parents at the like school that will like not take their children in because they're like, there's no way I'm putting my child through that.
Like, I'd go back and just have it again, It
didn't bother me.
Like,
I'm at 3.
I was going to say, you've had, like, a fair share, haven't you?
And in other COVID news, I am getting the jab in August.
Oh, I've been trying to, like, book myself in.
Yeah, get into the Belmont one.
Well, I've been trying to book myself in, but I think because you're in, like, health, because you're doing health and stuff, it's easier for you.
You could just say, like, essential worker, because you are.
Well, that's true. You mean driving cranes and...
But anyway, I think there will be a lot more access to them now that the Belmont one's open. But this has taken like a very wild spin from the Dogs versus Roosters game.
Well, I was so sick watching this game at
Like,
home.
you powered through when you watched it.
I literally was one-eyed open in bed watching the last bit on KO. Actually, no, that was editing to make sure that I had a post for our followers to like. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you for those guys that like it. The Dogs played a lot better than what I thought they were going to
buddy
do.
oath. They played really well.
They played awesome, which was good.
I kind of was like, I was at the pub. I wasn't drinking, of course, but like, people.
I love that you clarify that.
People were saying like, oh, like you worried, and for some reason, like I know I probably should have been because it was quite a close score, and there was like some hit and like, hit. Touch and go is the word I'm looking for, touch and go situations. But I actually like wasn't concerned. I think it's just because it's the Dogs. I was like, the Roosters won't let this one slide.
No, I was the same. But like, Lachlan Lewis, who did get a double for them, he played his dick off. Like,
he was playing great.
He had a blinder, which was awesome.
And then,
but that's good. It's kind of like, even though I'm glad we fucking still won, and they probably fucked my multi because I probably would have been like, 15 plus.
I actually had the Roosters 1-12.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be close.
Well, again, we didn't really have a full strength side. Manu's try looked sick as he like dived into water.
Oh my goodness, I know.
So majestic. And what's the word,
Notable
Peter?
mention?
Notable mention to Sam Walker running.
I had that written too.
Running backwards
And
with
everyone
like 15
blowing up.
But I loved how it kept cutting to the box with what's his name?
Robbo.
And Robbo looked like fucking furious. Looked like he was about to smack him. And could you see Kiri in the box as well, like giggling, like the older brother, like laughing, thinking like, oh, he's about to get him. But Robbo came out and was like, nah.
Yeah, Robbo just came out. I was like, he just did it to win. Doesn't matter. Which is like exactly like who cares?
Yeah.
And like it would have been probably more embarrassing if they gave it back to the Dogs and the Dogs scored a try off 3 fucking tackles.
Imagine if he like tripped over Bud or something.
Well, exactly, and that's why. But even if say he trips over, someone jumps on him, it's just a tackle. Like it's just a tackle, and then
I'm surprised
they get up and they take another tackle. Like it doesn't really matter. The only thing that they were saying is like, oh, you would have thought Robbo might have been upset because it shows that they don't trust their own defense. But who cares? He was being a hot young boy.
Hot young Sam.
The last one.
Yeah, I don't care. I think that
I just like don't care about it enough. Like I'm like, who cares? He ran out.
I ran and laughed.
But like, what's the difference between booting it out the sideline when the
Bradley
time's
had
up?
a good game too.
Bradley had a blinder.
Yeah, so
there was a few tackles he literally hit people and they just like lost the ball from the contact.
So that was another mention to him, which I didn't write down, which means that my
Neither did
brain
I.
does still work.
Beauty. That's news to me.
So it still works. All right, last game of the boring buy round was the Sharks.
Versus Warriors. Again, I changed my tip from the Sharks. I had the Sharks all week and I changed to Warriors last minute under peer pressure.
Was that me? Did I?
Everyone did. Everyone like peer pressured me and I've lost my confidence. Like I literally used, at the start of the season, I was taking Smokies left, right and centre and now I've like literally
I don't know who I went.
You went Warriors. I've lost my confidence so much that
how many points did I get?
I keep going with the flow. I don't know.
Get it up.
Anyway, I just keep going with the flow, and it's like
all right. Well, I don't.
But anyway, Sharks played really well.
Did they? I'm just trying to think.
And I accidentally went. I just like everyone's like, oh, Reece Walsh playing, and I was like, oh, well, he is hot. Like, oh
yeah.
And Reece Walsh didn't even have that good a game.
He was their first try. He was the first try scorer. That's right. I was
We both got 2. Out of 4, which is not
that's 50%. Like that's that's a pass in some circumstances.
I will say though, one of the all-time great try celebrations
was from that game.
Initially, I forget who it was. Forgive me, whoever you were, good on ya. He's running across the line. Only person in front of him is Reece Walsh. He runs into Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh does exactly my tackling technique and koalas on top of this guy. And he just carries him over the try line, flicks him off, puts the ball down, gets up, fake punches his own teammate in the head very realistically. He drops to the ground. Then he jumps up and does like a flying elbow, like WWE style.
That was very well choreographed.
It was beautiful. I literally.
I wonder which.
When he first punched him, I literally thought it was a real punch. And I was like, "Who's he punching?" I was like, "I feel like you're in the same uniform."
I saw this on the highlights reel because I think I was getting ready for night shift when this all was unfolding. But that was definitely the best.
And they ended up doing $10,000 for the try celebration instead of $5 for that one.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and so they should. It was great.
So that still goes on for the rest of July.
I think so, yeah. They've been saying Try July.
Try July, Dry July, get amongst
Cry
it.
July.
Cry July.
I've been hearing a few people say, which is a touch relevant.
Oh, that's relevant. But moving on to our favourite segment. Now, I can't remember which any of the buttons are anymore.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Well done.
Alrighty, Star and Marge, where Rihanna sings and we tell you who our Star and Marge of the week is. Now, I don't know why, but I just have a feeling
we're going to have the same one.
have the same people. All right, you go first.
Mine is Trell.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because he got robbed of Man of the Series, so I thought
he deserved our
let's
star.
let's give him some credit. And you know what? I've been thinking about it, and he probably would appreciate our being our star just as much as being Man of the Series.
Well, look, I was contemplating messaging him last night to just let him know. I might actually pass this message on after with the link to this Spotify.
Maybe we'll just make him a little snippet video where we tell him and then he's the star
and send it in. So Latrell, from Peter and myself, you were the star. You were outstanding in all 3 of the games.
Yes,
you made it such an enjoyable game to watch. Now, who'd you go, your Marge?
My Marge is not footy related. My Marge is like my intestinal issues I must be having this week, because I have had a pain in the gut all week. Literally, I was telling Kevin about it at footy training yesterday. I have had I think it's like stress related due to starting placement or something, but it has been.
Well, have you been drinking enough Baroccas?
Maybe too many.
Maybe too many. Well, maybe we
sure.
need to slow down.
No, I'm not sure, but anyway.
There is a fuckload of vitamins.
It's not that bad. Yeah.
Oh,
not
shit.
the best. I've been having pains.
I do remember you.
I've just been it's not that bad. I've just been uncomfortable.
Maybe you need some Metamucil or...
Yeah. No. I don't.
And then I was going to say Benefiber, but we won't go down that.
No, not that. No.
No, all right, we won't go down that path. All right, what I'll do is I'll name my Marge, and it's Daily Cherry Evans' neck.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Because, I can't stand him. We touched on it last week that we hate. Well, we're kind of on the Manly bandwagon because we like seeing.
But not on his bandwagon.
But we don't like DCE, and fuck, his neck is long.
I hate I hate everything about it. I hate the shape of it. I hate the size of it. I hate the length.
And looking at
it looks like it could go 360 degrees.
Yeah.
It literally looks like his head could just spin around.
I was hoping that Trell, our star, would fucking knock his head off last night. But anyway, so DCE, your neck, do something about it. And Peter's guts, get well soon, bruh.
Thank you.
All right. So obviously we must talk about the Chix leaderboard because
yes,
bed shits galore. Now there was a lot of chit chat in the Chix. What is it called? The fucking group chat last night about who's going who, because all the big snitches at the top are fucking almost going against their state just to try and get ahead of each other. So Peter and I basically said last night, I will never ever tip against New South Wales or the Roosters. So all these snitches are trying to figure out who's going Queensland, who's going New South Wales. So I don't think there was much movement from last week, but we've got Britt on 97.
Yep.
Liz on 96.
Yep.
And Katie on 95.
Yes.
Now, I have had confirmation that I'm allowed to say this, but Big Bad Bobby Law, or Big Nug, as she was formerly known at the Chix tipping comp, has had to leave.
Yes.
This sounds so dramatic.
Politely leave.
She's had to politely leave the Chix tipping comp for the remainder of the season as she has signed an NRL contract. So congratulations, Bobby.
Well done.
We congratulate you and wish you all the best with your future. I don't know if we'll announce who she signed with because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. All I know is I read earlier and Tart also did confirm as well.
That was me with the pen.
I was like, oh God, the engineered sign's about to fall on our head. Their pre-season's been pushed back 6 weeks or something. So I don't know if that means that their whole comp has been pushed back 6 weeks.
Because it was meant to start
soonish.
this week.
Yeah, so, yeah, everything's kind of fucked for the NRLW because of the whole COVID thing. But congratulations to Bobby.
Well done.
So that means that we, have one less person.
One less person to beat.
But in saying that, we're not giving you your $50 back. So
Yeah, that goes into the kitty.
we will pocket that. So that is a donation to our Chix Christmas party that we'll be having.
Yes.
End of season party. All right. Did you have anything else?
No. Well, we'll talk about the COVID thing though. Melbourne going to go into lockdown at midnight.
Oh no, are they?
Yeah.
What one? Like what stage? Like
full lockdown. It's like a snap lockdown. Like I think it'll be like one of those 3-day situations potentially.
That's what Brizzy kept doing last year. The little 3-dayers.
Yeah, it could be one of them. But yeah, they got a bunch of cases today. So
why? Like, what are we doing really? Are we doing much in
Newcastle?
Well, like in New South Wales in general,
like Sydney is in full lockdown.
Okay.
As is Central Coast and like Wollongong and everything.
Okay, so it's like a stone's throw away.
It's just us that's not, which is like very lucky considering how close we are to Central Coast.
Yeah.
But like, please, like, don't come here until at least the end of my placement. I just don't. I can't deal with that.
Yeah, don't because, fuck. Oh.
Anyway, do we want to get into the round 18 preview?
Yeah, we should, because I was just about to start talking about how Tomago almost lost a line the other night. I was like, we don't need that dribble. No. We definitely don't need that dribble. All right, I have wrote notes for this. So round 18, we will preview. So all games are played in Queensland from here on in.
Yep.
Peter Volandis has moved us all up north.
I think that's good, like preventative, you know.
Also, apologies. I put the poll up today because I assumed they were playing tonight. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah, me too. I didn't think about that either.
All right, sorry about coughing constantly into the microphone. I'm talking about COVID, which I got a negative test back, by the way. So, yeah, I don't know why I thought there would be any Thursday night games. So I've and I couldn't be fucked deleting it because people had already voted.
Yeah. So that's fine.
It's fine.
We'll watch all the games.
People make mistakes, so
they do.
Just be better.
Yeah.
I'll be better. All right, round 1, which is, so we got 2 Friday night games.
Titans versus Eels.
Titans versus Eels, played at the Gold Coast.
Eels.
Yeah, 100%. I've gone Eels too. I don't think that the Titans are all that hot.
No, I think Titans are expecting like Brimson, Tino and Fodawaker all to back up. And also,
probably,
Fafita is back from his one-game suspension. So his one game was served at Origin and now he'll be back this week. Eels, they've got Marnie back after his shoulder injury.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Papali'i is back after his concussion.
Yep, back in the
Moses and Paulo expected to back up.
Yeah, so there's no outs for any of those teams. So
no.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is good to see, but I still am going Eels.
Oh, yeah,
I think
100%.
they will do it. Moses got a bit of Origin about him now.
So he's probably got, and he's like...
It might get to his head, though, actually.
I kicked that try that Happy God, yeah. Did anyone see that game? Yeah, well, we actually fucking lost the game, but, yeah. And he also milked that really good penalty, too.
He did milk a good penalty.
So, who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. All right, Manly versus Dragons.
I've gone Manly.
Yeah, I've gone Manly, too. Is everyone backing up?
Tommy, most likely not.
Nah, he is.
No, he's listed, but I'm pretty sure it's like in other mail, he's not going to be.
Yeah, I fucking hate when they do that because then we go and do our Penthouse.
I read something and it's pretty unlikely that Tommy will back up. DCE most likely to.
Is his neck going to back up as well?
Well,
it's reports that it's coming back as well.
Schuster and I don't know.
So he's back.
Schuster's out still.
Oh,
yeah.
This is our margin game. So what are you?
I will say, Cade Cust dropped
again.
Yeah, poor bastard. I rate him.
I don't understand what that is.
I like Cade Cust.
He must be like might be a personality thing.
Yeah, it could be. He's from like Muswellbrook or something.
Oh, yuck.
No, I think he's from Scone or something.
Oh, even worse. That's where Brooke's from.
Yeah.
So margin game.
Oh, I don't have a margin yet. Oh, maybe like 12.
I've gone 20.
Okay. I mean, I don't know yet. I
saw that look you just pulled there.
No, I'm not saying that's not impossible at all. I didn't realise it was the margin game. I was like skimming through this.
Let's have a look because
I'm going 12.
So Avarello, Paul Vaughan, obviously, and we touched on that last week.
So it's only so Dufty,
I did not know.
Fuimono and Ellis are the ones that are actually serving their suspensions
For this week.
Paul Vaughan is obviously, like, lost his job. He won't be playing.
Who was saying that he's going to the Dogs?
Hunt and... I don't know about that. He might be. Hunt and Sims are backing up. Also, Warriors forward Jermaine Taunoa Brown, if that's how you say it, is on loan to the Dragons for the remainder of the season, and he will be coming off the bench.
He's very young. What's 96?
96, that's 25, 24.
Okay, that's not that young.
I'd say 24.
There's no photo, so we can't even get a glimpse of...
Anyway, he is a Warriors player.
But a loan player.
He's on loan at the moment.
All right, cool. Well, congratulations for going to the Dragons. Who cares? Right.
Righto.
Saturday.
Raiders versus Sharks.
So are all these games played in the Gold Coast? Oh, yeah, well, all those ones are. This one, and this one is too. Okay, so Raiders versus Sharks. So the Raiders pissed us off immensely last week. So I'm
going Sharks.
Yeah, we finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, stuff the Raiders.
Definitely going the Sharks.
Is Whiten and Papali'i expected to back up?
Yep.
Whitehead is out due to a gash on his head, apparently. Elliot Whitehead.
You don't fuck with gashes, eh?
Yeah, no, not on your head.
There's been a lot of... That's what Britt said yesterday.
You wouldn't want staph in your head.
No.
I feel like if you were going to get staph somewhere, you wouldn't want it in your head.
I just wouldn't want staph in general, I don't think.
No. I mean...
Well, look, where would you want it?
Arm?
Riding arm or non-riding arm?
Non-dominant.
Why are we talking about staph?
I think there's a difference though. Like staph you get rid of, but if you get golden staph, you can never get rid of that.
And can't you like die from it? Because like when I had that mad like grass burn on my leg from footy last year, they're like, you need to go to the doctors and get a tetanus because you might get staph.
Yeah, it can like, because if you then exercise, it circulates the like disease through your body, and then you can get really sick.
And for our listeners and viewers, this grass burn was one hell of a motherfucker. It was disgusting. So
anyway, it looked similar to the gash on Elliot Whitehead's head.
If it did, poor bugger. Like, yeah, definitely. Let's hope he's not playing because that was horrible.
And Sharks, Moylan's still out, and Chambers is still out for. He had to go and watch. He went to go and be with his wife, as she had a baby.
Okay, fair enough.
And then the flight he got on was like COVID breach, so he's been in isolation for 2 weeks, and so he's still out. But I have gone Sharks.
That's annoying. Sharks. All right,
chuck the Raiders in the bin. Get rid of them. I'm sick of them.
Yeah, actually, just get them out of the whole competition.
I'm over them, and I'm over Ricky.
We're just waiting for him to blow up.
Blow up at us.
Blow up. Yeah.
If you wanting to blow up, feel free to blow it up at us, Ricky.
Yeah,
We'd
blow
love
up.
To cop it.
We'll do like a Zoom session or something.
And you can just scream.
Yeah, scream it out, and we'll record it. Actually, that'd probably be like a very top listing. Okay, so that no, I'm saying.
Oh. I thought there was a mozzie on my cheek.
I thought that dog was going home, but anyway, sorry, there's a baby.
Krebs' brother got a dog, and it's so cute.
It's very cute, and I thought it was gone.
Is that its like floppy stage?
And it's awake.
It was like literally dead 20 minutes ago, and now it's like full of energy.
Someone's given it CPR and it's alive. All right, game of the round. So up the top of the country in Townsville, we've got the Roosters taking on the Cowboys.
Yes.
So as we mentioned, we always go the Chooks.
Yes.
I think it'll be a tough.
I didn't actually even circle it because it was like explanatory.
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't. Stop circling the Roosters game.
No, I didn't. I literally just well,
from here on in, we don't waste ink on that kind of stuff around here. Like,
ink's hard to come by. You got to spare it.
If we want to cut costs around here, we're going to stop circling the fucking Chooks because we know that is. I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys have sort of like playing better.
Yeah.
Like, refresh my memory. They're coming 12th.
I keep thinking they're going to go better. Like, I've actually backed them a couple times recently and they haven't won for me, so I'm like, ugh.
Well, when we talk about multis, I've only gone 1 to 12, but I think that might be
I still think it's probably 1 to 12.
Yeah, still based off sort of our team as well.
Roosters got Suwali's out for the season now with a Liz Frank foot injury, will require surgery.
Which we watched a mini video of.
Yeah, we watched a little video of how it like repairs itself.
And the actual surgery, which was kind of gross.
And then we also, Billy Smith is back in the reserves now that Manu's back, Teddy's back, Fletcher Baker is back from a COVID.
And Takio's out.
Yeah, back from a COVID breach and... Yeah.
Oh, God, that side looks red hot.
But, yeah, and now Takiaho is out with a hamstring as well. So that's disappointing.
Look, I will say I'm looking forward to the 13 battle. Victor Radley, Jason Tamalolo,
Let's go, Victor Radley.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, Victor Radley would not be scared one little bit.
No way. And actually, we had Jared Ria-Hargraves as our player of the round last week because I don't know.
He's been doing some good things.
That's what I mean, especially with Origin and Teddy being out for a lot of it. He's probably the most senior player in that team.
And with obviously us losing all of our senior players, he has been that so good
Solid.
in guiding the players and pushing the team forward.
Do you think also
him and Radley came back and did the same? I thought Radley was also very good.
Yeah. Do you think that I know he's such a rev head and gets a lot of penalties and stuff. Do you reckon he's calmed down?
He's definitely calmed down a little bit on the hot-headedness.
I
think he's the perfect amount now.
Oh yeah.
I think he's fine-tuned it so he's got the grunt, but he's not being so
doing
stupid.
Junior Paulo swings.
Yeah, he's not doing stupid stuff.
Yeah, we like it when they bash people, but not on report bash people.
Yeah, exactly.
We
don't want players out.
We love that shit. So yeah, I've definitely gone Chooks. No more to touch on there.
I think I was just going to say Val Holmes was meant to back up, but he won't. Obviously, he did his AC in Origin last night.
He actually played really well
until he came off.
Until he hurt himself.
But Molo and Tabu Afado meant to back up.
Yep.
And Cole Felt, our favourite winger in the whole comp. Our favourite Origin winger, I should say. He's one try off 100 tries in his career. So he's on 99. So if he scores one, that'll be his 100. But unlikely that he gets there.
Yeah, I was about to say, not this week, babe.
Maybe next week, mate.
Yeah, not this week, brah.
Unlucky.
Fuck, I'll be mad if he scores.
Me too. Keep him out.
Keep him out. All right, so weirdly enough, Storm are playing the Knights in Melbourne.
Yes, which I'm surprised with because they're in a lockdown now. So that could be subject to change.
Yeah, that may change. Also, I don't know if you've been on Sportsbet this afternoon. That game wasn't coming up on Sportsbet.
Weird. I haven't been on Sportsbet.
Yeah, I know you actually have had shit to do. And I scrambled to do this with 2 seconds. You're like, hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes. I'm laying on my bed. I'm fuck, I probably should shower and write some notes down. But in that 15 minutes, so I don't know whether they're up there now or whatever. But yeah, definitely going Storm. I don't care.
100%.
I don't care that Ponga fucking...
No,
I don't care that Ponga won the game for them.
I don't feed into
that shit. Nico Hines is heaps hotter and better.
Yes. And I feel I did hear something about Pappenhausen potentially meant to come back, but they've decided to rest him. Same with Grant. He's still being rested. But, that's Origin players are meant to be back, and I still think Storm do it pretty easily.
Yeah, they're red hot.
Frizzell back, though.
Frizzell's back.
Which is...
Well, and look...
Good news. And that's the other thing is bloody Daniel Saifidi is playing despite missing Origin last night for a rib injury.
What a dog.
So, well, yes and no. He probably just thought series is locked up. I don't really care.
True, but why would you want to come back and versus Storm?
Well, that's true. Maybe the coach said something.
True. Piercy's back, but Piercy's been in good
for a while.
Yeah, I know.
And him and Clifford have been playing.
I was about to say Piercy's back, and he has been in good form. Because I think the Knights have had a couple of wins now.
Yeah, and Clifford has been playing well with him.
But look, again, I'm just dribbling now. Storm.
Yeah.
Next game, Warriors versus the
Panthers. I've gone Panthers.
Definitely gone Panthers. Just want to see where this is played at, if it's any bizarre place. They're at Suncorp. So we're at Suncorp, I think, for the remainder. We go back to the Gold Coast for the last one. All right, so Suncorp Stadium. I definitely have gone Panthers. They are too red hot after the Warriors lost last week to Cronulla.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
I still don't think they're at that level yet.
No, they have some really good games and then not so much. But they do have Townsend and Tohu Harris still out. And Tohu Harris is a gun.
Yes, agreed. Gun.
Also, Josh Curran and Ewan Aitken back this week after having 2 weeks off for being on a flight that also had COVID.
Fuck, COVID is just
And
so
I have written that Kane Evans is replacing Murdoch Masilla. Masilla's been dropped.
Kane Evans, ex-Chookies boy.
Ex-Chookies boy, shadow boxer, extraordinaire. That's all I think of when I see him now, and I don't know why.
Well, I just thought of something completely different when you said shadow boxing, which I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
No, but do you know the one I'm talking about?
Oh,
It's in Dylan Narpa's sex tape.
oh yes.
And he's like laying pipe, and then like Kane Evans is just like shadow boxing in the corner, which like cracks me up every time I think
give it
about
to me, puppy.
Anyway,
great memories of that.
Yeah,
Great flashback. We should bring that in. Flashback. NRL memories.
yeah, that's fun.
That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Moving on.
Naeem Burton in the halves. Dylan Edwards is back for Panthers.
The fullback.
Yes.
Sorry, I just got out of
So
there.
that means Staines doesn't have to play there, which is,
Shit
good
stains.
for them.
No, I'm kidding. Jokes.
Old Lockjaw.
Oh, Gurney. Yeah, they've still got like a gun side.
And all their Origin players are meant to back up.
Yeah,
so.
true. Yeah, they look way too red hot. Even without Cleary and Jerome.
Righto.
That's what I said that my brother should have caught his dog, but he went with Gus. All right, Broncos versus Tigers.
I've gone the Broncos.
I've also gone the Broncos.
They've been playing quite well recently.
Something's clicking up there.
It is.
Something's clicking, and they are at home. They are versing the Tigers, which is, look, this is how scat the fucking ladder is. Broncos 15th, Tigers 14th. I don't remember the Tigers having a good game recently.
Oh, a few weeks ago.
See, I don't remember. Like,
Yeah, they played all right a few weeks ago.
long things ago.
Broncos. I'm pretty sure I read that Jesse Arthurs is out due to a head knock, and he is quite good. He's a centre.
Look, I'll get it up for you. There's no outs.
Yeah.
Jesse Arthur.
No, like it. Is he listed? No, I think it's like this will be his second week out kind of thing.
Okay. Stags is back. Stags is red
Stag
hot.
probably would have had his spot anyway, to be honest.
Stags is red hot. Tyson Gamble and Brody Croft in the halves.
Yep.
Turpin, Payne Haas. I thought Payne Haas was trucking nut like no tomorrow last night.
Yeah, he was great.
He made some good meters. I wish I wrote like their meters down, but instead
And Flegler made his debut for Queensland last night.
I did say, who is that blonde boy in the
Yeah.
shed?
And I said,
yeah.
Flegler. And then you said, what? I'm looking it up. And then he turned around and it was literally on his jersey.
Yeah, it was on his jersey. So I think like that actually helps out. Like, so whoever does the jersey designs, it does help when
I mean,
you're unsure.
we can all just trust me, but no one does.
No, I didn't. I don't trust a word you fucking say, you snitch.
I will say though,
Anyone in front of me on the table is a snitch, and I don't trust them.
Tigers have dropped Moses Mbai.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, just for now, they said.
So
no,
who's gone back into the centres? Has James Roberts not been playing, or is that just something that
No, James Roberts was on the wing, and
Well, Dewey's gone into the... Ken Mamalo's...
no, sorry, James. Yeah, Dewey was in the centres, and I feel like Roberts was on the wing. someone.
Junior Porga. So he's in the centre. So, yeah. Porga, I don't know how to pronounce that. So my
Oh,
apologies.
maybe James Roberts. I don't know. Anyway,
So Dewey back
apparently they sacked him due to the fact that in the last 3 games, I think their score against them has been like 144 to 40 or something.
See, I just said them not having many good games.
In the last 3 games, yeah. Yep. And that's about it. I don't necessarily rate Mbai too much anyway.
Well, they did play all right. I remember when they took Dewey out, but Dewey was playing well in there. So, I don't know. That actually will be an interesting game. Because they're both like 2 shit teams that I don't care about.
I think Broncos are just finding that little bit of form though, so probably
Kevy's probably whipping
that's
them.
just putting them over for me.
All right, last game of the round, which is actually played back down in the Gold Coast. So it's Seabus. So the Bunnies versus the Dogs.
I've gone the Bunnies, obviously.
I've also gone the Bunnies. Look, our boy, our star, our shining star, Latrell, backing it up, obviously.
Yeah, original players all supposed to back up.
Like, and considering they had such a convincing win against, who did we say they versed last week? The Cowboys or something?
Yeah, the Cowboys
Even though the Dogs,
are playing better. I still think Rabbits will take.
yeah,
it
and I
easy.
still think that the Rabbits may fucking smash them, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
agree.
Like, only because, like, defending us, like, we have such a, like, dishevelled team.
Yeah,
Because of injuries and, like, every single person in the leadership team retiring.
Yeah.
I still think there's too much talent in the Rabbit side where
And the Rabbits halves are firing at the
Did you
moment. Yeah, sorry. It's been a bit long day.
Fuck,
the Rabbits
sorry
halves
to
are
keep you away.
No, it's fine. It is 5:52.
Yeah, well, you should be
Anyway,
having dinner.
The Rabbits are playing really well. The halves are playing really well. Trell's on fire. Rah, rah, rah.
Be good
Murray's on fire. They reckon... Did you see
Murray?
Murray's tackle efficiency was like 91% across all 3 origins?
I know.
He didn't miss a single tackle last night.
He was just smashing people last night. Like, that was red hot to watch.
Dogs apparently no change from last week.
Well,
Although they did say Tane Milne and Liam Knight for the Rabbitohs took early guilty pleas, which means they actually can play this week. So it must have just been a fine or something they received.
for what, but?
Tane Milne was like a high tackle, and I don't know what Liam Knight's was.
Yeah, cool. Righto, well, I'm going the Rabbits.
Me too.
So we pretty much have the same tip, so that's cool. We agreed on that.
That is good.
That's like the first time that's happened ever, to be honest. So, unless you change.
Well, mine was the same as yours.
Sorry, I always have a backup bottle. because I
Mine
get
was,
so thirsty.
Mine was different to yours last week, and then I ended up changing to the same.
To the same, but my margin fucking me up. Have you forgotten your password, Dal?
No, it's just like, I'm getting there. It's just having a little bit of trouble with sports. Oh, I've got the worst, like, tickle in my throat.
Do you want some water poured into your glass?
Nah, it's all right.
You sure?
Yeah,
The lid's off.
it's all good.
The lid's back on.
Rightio, we are going to our Penthouse Multi, the last bit of this podcast, I believe.
Yep, we're almost there, guys.
First game,
All right.
Titans versus Parramatta.
Yeah, so I've got Eels 1 to 12.
Yep, I like that.
You want to pick a try score?
Yes, I do. And my try store is going to be... let's go for Feeder coming back.
Big D.
Yep. Rightio, we got Manly versus St George.
I've gone Manly 13 plus.
Yep. And then anytime try scorer, I will go... Morgan Harper.
He hasn't done much of late, so
But he might this week.
hopefully he does.
Raiders versus Sharks, what do you got?
I've actually gone our boy Savage, backwards eater meter.
Reverse
as an,
meter eater.
Yeah, as an anytime try scorer. That's just such a sick name.
It is a good name. Oh, God, it's gone out of it.
Such a rugby league name.
It is. It is a rugby league name.
Xavier Savage. Yeah, anytime try scorer, even though that's not who I tipped.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go with Connor Tracy, anytime try scorer.
Nice, love it. All right, game of the round. Roosters 1 to 12. I've taken
Yep,
because
I like
I'm not confident that we'll blow them off the park.
No, that's actually like paying more still, like somehow.
Really?
Well, like, but even last week, Roosters were paying like $1.05, which I think that like they don't understand how many players we've got out.
I don't realise that Sam Walker runs backwards in 15 seconds to get. Maybe
I'm
sports
going to
bet.
go Tupanua, anytime try scorer.
Yeah, the big boy.
He did get one last week. Next time, New Zealand, Penrith.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were... Yeah, see the Storm versus Knights game. It's not there.
No.
All right, so we'll look. We're just leaving that.
There's going to be less legs this week because there's
So
not.
We're not investigating it. Can't be fucked. It's getting too late. Dinner's almost ready. It's fucking cold. I'm in a
I'm not gonna
t-shirt in the
investigate.
jungle.
Yeah, out in the
Out in the fucking jungle. Look at the lights.
They're nice, aren't they?
It's fucking pitch black out.
Stars.
It's fucking pitch black out here. I'm freezing.
Rightio. What do you got for this game?
Matt Burton, anytime try scorer.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like him. He's a legend.
I want to go...
Because I know him on a personal.
Me too. I feel like I know him, but I don't. You know, he's one of those people you feel like you might know. I'm actually going to go Penrith 1 to 12.
Yeah, righto.
I don't think it's going to be a flogging.
That's a not like what's that paying? FYI.
A fair bit. It was like $33.40 or something.
Beauty.
So we got Broncos versus Tigers.
I've gone Broncos 13 plus. I just think, I don't know. Now that we've had that yarn about, the thing. Yeah, no going back.
I'm going to go Tony Staggs.
No going back.
Well, actually, Tessie New. He's got more value, and I like.
Who?
Tessie New. Rightio, last game. Rabbits versus Bulldogs.
Dogs. I've gone our boy, our star, our shining star, Latrell Mitchell. I think I've taken the twinkle noise off here, so I've got him down as a...
And I'll go Tane Milne. He scored a lot recently.
Yes, so... What was he? The centre?
No, he's the winger.
Winger, yes. So he got like a triple last week. Between him and Johnson, it's like, share the tries around, bruh.
Literally.
Is our favourite expression on here.
Anyway, the potential winnings are $302,000.
Yep.
$414.06, which I will power play.
So that's just with $1.
That's off $1. I hope we just are explaining this right every week. Like, that's $1. So, like, don't come at us when it doesn't win. Like, you're spending $1. It's $1. And if you do win, it's, like, massive, like,
and if you aren't actually putting this fucking multi on, well, then why are you even here?
Yeah,
like,
why did you listen to this part? You know what? If you weren't going to put it on, why are you still listening? Because you know nothing else happens after the multi, except for us telling you to subscribe.
And that's where I come back in. So please...
But kidding, please still listen. Please listen to the end.
Listen to the end. Listen to the whole thing. Once you've listened to this whole podcast, what I want you to do is you can, from Spotify, share it straight to your Instagram story. Encourage your friends, families, neighbours, co-workers, anyone. Get one person, I ask you. I'll get you to all be accountable to get one person to follow the Fun, Fresh and Footy page. Get one person to subscribe to our YouTube. And one person to follow us on Spotify. I kind of have given up with iTunes. I don't really know how to, like, the analytics is super duper hard to read, and I'm not very smart. So I kind of just go off Spotify vibes. And I don't know, it's more vibey. It's our vibe.
Yeah. I'm a Spotify listener anyway.
So if you could please just do all that. Like, look, we've got engineered signs. We've got exciting news coming. Barocca, I know you've said that you don't want to sponsor us just yet, but we want you on here, and this will be going.
If you don't snap us up soon, we're going to start drinking other drinks.
We're going to start. I'm going to make this into a reel and tag Barocca in it.
Okay.
Should we go?
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
All I do is win, win, win.
Thank you, guys.